Hey guys, here's our lesson on dividing fractions and whole numbers. So today I taught you a strategy on how to divide fractions and whole numbers without using models. Okay, so for example, if we have 2/3, let me grab my pencil, 2/3 divided by 4. Okay, so if we have that division problem, we know that we can always use multiplication to solve a division problem, right? So just like if I have 10 divided by 2, I can think of this as a multiplication problem. I can think, 2 times what will give me 10? I know that it's 2 times 5, right? So that's how we use multiplication to solve a division problem. You can do the same thing when you're dividing a fraction. You can use multiplication to help you solve it. Okay? And in order to do that, we're going to use a strategy that we call keep, change, flip. Okay? So before we get started on using our strategy, I need to make this 4 into an equivalent fraction, which is 4/1. Okay? And so now what we're going to do is we're going to use our keep, change, flip strategy. Okay? We're going to keep that 2/3. We're going to keep it exactly the way we found it. Then we're going to change this division problem to a multiplication problem. Remember, we're using multiplication to help us solve this. Okay? And then we're going to flip the 4/1. We're going to make it 1/4, or 1/4. Okay? And now that makes it easy for us to find our answer. 2 times 1, that's going to give us 2. And then 3 times 4 gives us 12. Okay? And so that's our answer, 2/12. But as we know, we can always try to simplify that. We can divide by 2. And so that would give us 2 divided by 2, which is 1. And then 12 divided by 2 is 6. Remember that as 5th graders, you're expected to simplify if it's at all possible. Okay? And then we also have some problems where you're not dividing the fraction, you're dividing the whole number. Okay? So if I'm dividing a whole number, I can use, let's say we do 5 divided by 2/3. Okay? And so we can still use keep, change, flip to solve this problem. Okay, we can still use keep, change, flip. First I need to make that 5 into a fraction by putting it over 1. Okay, so now I'm going to keep the 5/1. I'm going to change the division to a multiplication sign. And then I'm going to flip the 2/3 and make it 3/2. Okay? Now I'm going to just simply multiply the 5 times 3, and that gives me 15. And then I'm going to multiply the 1 times 2, and that gives me 2. Okay? Now I know that I have an improper fraction there, so I divide that in order to make it into a mixed number. Okay? So I'm going to do 15 divided by 2. And I know that 2 times 7 will give me 14, and I get a remainder of 1. So I'm going to rewrite that 15 halves into, I'm going to rewrite it as a mixed number, so it's 7.5. Okay? Where did I get the 7? It came from my answer up here, right? And then the 1 comes from this remainder right there. Okay, and then the 2, well, it stays a 2 because that was my denominator when I found my answer originally. Okay, so then this is our answer. Okay, I hope this helps you out. If not, let me know and I will try to answer your questions. Bye-bye.